Welcome back to our Sycamore Spotlight series here on our main athletics account here on Twitter, YouTube, wherever you can find Sycamore Athletics. Well, Indiana State baseball is in full swing, and they knew they had some big pieces to replace from last year's team that, of course, made it to consecutive NCAA tournaments in Sycamore baseball history. Matt Jachec has been a key part to the Sycamore rotation, the main starter so far for the Sycamores, and he's had an outstanding year, the redshirt sophomore. He joins us for our Sycamore Spotlight this week. Matt, thanks for the time. How would you assess How would you assess your season so far?
I think we're right where we want to be. I think we've been in every game we've played so far, and I think we can compete with anybody in the country. And we're still looking to get better and improve, but I think we're on the right track for sure.
Well, take me back to last year, because I felt you were a guy that was just kind of another guy, an arm that Coach Hannis could go to in the bullpen, not necessarily a mainstay until the Valley tournament when you got put into some really difficult situations. And that was kind of the moment it seemed like everybody was like, Jacek's got something. What was that tournament like for you, and how important was the Missouri Valley Conference tournament last year?
Pretty much just getting my opportunity and showing what I could do in a pressure situation and gaining that trust from the coaching staff to put me in more situations like that kind of gave them confidence to put me in a spot where I can succeed this year for sure.
Of course, you were on the team in 2020 with that season got cut due to COVID. What was kind of expected of you that you felt like your freshman year in 2020 that, of course, ultimately got cut short for everybody?
Kind of just to get better and improve. I mean, we didn't really know what was going on for that whole couple month stretch. We didn't really know what was happening and what the next season could look like. So we were kind of just on our own, but really just to get better and improve on stuff that we were already working on.
You guys talk about improvement so much, not just you, but I think player development is a phrase or something every program uses, but not every program, I feel, gets the most out of that. Why does Indiana State baseball, from your perspective, Matt, and maybe you can speak personally for you, really show how important player development is within the program?
I mean, it kind of starts with the coaches setting such a high standard for all the players that have came through here. And we, as players, want to live up to that. And we work hard every day. We get after it. We practice plenty of times a week. We get plenty of hours. And I think it's just, as a team, wanting to get better and never settling, because we always want to reach that next level.
As you got into this year and the off season and getting ready here for 2022, I don't know, there's always sometimes I think people talk about a checklist, things you want to get done, things you would like to show during the off season, even though it may not have been a physical checklist. But what were things that you were like, all right, I want to accomplish this off season, so I know I'm going to be at this point when we get rocking and rolling in the spring?
I'm kind of just getting ready to throw X amount of pitches for when I'm starting. Obviously, I was going to be a starter at the beginning of the year, so I wanted to have my endurance up to be able to go deep into games from the start. And that's kind of what I focused on, is my endurance, keeping that up, and then obviously just developing my pitches and making sure they're on point for sure.
Now, one of these guys was with you last year because he started and had an All-American year in Jeremy Guerrero, now on staff and can help from a GA. But, of course, new pitching coach Justin Hancock this year. Where have you learned from Justin and Jeremy? I mean, Jeremy, of course, was a teammate of yours last year, but how have you leaned on them both, and what are the biggest strengths of both that can get the most out of you?
From Jeremy, I mean, I just learned a lot just by watching him and how he carried himself last year. Obviously, he was by far the best pitcher in our conference last year, and being able to be around him every day and kind of learn his routines and how he does things and how he works during the game, it was really fun to watch. And I think I picked up on a lot of things and carried that over to my year this year and all my summer. And then from Hancock, he knows so much about baseball and how much pitch development and what to feel here and there, and just listening to him talk and him watch your bullpens and kind of give you a little piece of advice makes you really know more about what you're doing for sure.
Let's look towards Memphis this weekend. Not necessarily about Memphis specifically, but out of the starts this year, where do you want to see yourself grow in your next start, and just this team in general, to try to keep riding this momentum that it seems like the team has been building over the last 2 weeks specifically?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm just going to try and keep building off what I've done so far. I think I've done a decent job, but there's always room for improvement. And once we face those top big teams, I mean, I'm going to need to be better and kind of just working on that. And as a team, I think we're doing a great job. And we just keep needing to get better at every aspect. We're not, how do I put this? We haven't perfected anything yet. There's always room for improvement no matter what we're doing. Our defense has been great. Our hitting's been great. Our pitching's been good. We need to keep improving on every aspect.
And I'm sure you can agree with me. Maybe that moment where you guys feel like you're getting close to that point, I'm sure Coach Hannes can have some reminders to make you know you got a ways to go, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He's always in our ear telling us we got to get better, and we need it for sure.
No question. Matt, congrats on the year to this point. Obviously, I know it's really early and there's much more that you guys want to accomplish. Keep it rolling, man. Look forward to seeing you continue to throw some great games here down the stretch and the rest of this season.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Luke.